2nd and 5. And he's got it. Got his man on the in route. Complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. This was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Tim Williams, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Jets on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw complete to Herndon.
7 yards, the pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll air this one out for Mims.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Christian Kirksey gets him for a loss of a yard, and it will bring up 3rd down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
You can't stop me.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right, and when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. That is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. He's back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Back to throw. This is caught.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Second and goal from the 1. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah. What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So the Jets now
down by a field goal, 20 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. New York ready to go again offensively. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give you...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Then into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 31, Jets 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more